welcome back everyone to Portland Flights. What? Let's retry that. Welcome everyone back to Portland Flights. I'm back here at Portland International Airport. We came here just like 2 minutes ago. We'll be getting just to our aircraft. As of right now, nothing special going on. Nothing special going on. As of right now, that's pretty much all I have to say. Let's get down and get straight to our aircraft. Here we have a Delta 737-800 taxiing, and that'll be going to, just give me a second, that'll be going to Atlanta. 737-800 going to Atlanta. Then over here we have an A321 that just got blocked by a 737 MAX 10, or not MAX 10, MAX 9. I'm sorry. I apologize if I cannot speak clearly today. I just lost my voice yesterday. So an A321 going to Charlotte. And then just in front of us was an Alaska 737 MAX 9 that just got pulled in from the Alaska cargo. For now, nothing. That's all that's going on. Earlier we had a Delta 737-900 depart. That was heading also to Atlanta. Here we'll get to our aircraft at our gates. We're not going to include the private jet terminal this time, or the private jet section, because it's just the usual private jets, unless there's something special there, which I'll be pointing out if there was, but as of right now, nothing. Delta 737-900 there, an Alaska 737-800, a United 737 MAX 9, a United 737 MAX 8, United 737 MAX 8, and a United 737-800. A Delta ERJ-175, that'll be going to Seattle later today. A Delta A321neo, that'll be going to JFK, also later today. An Alaska 737 MAX, or 737-900. Back right behind the Delta will be an Alaska 737-800. Then the MAX 9 that got pulled, that was getting pulled to its gate. Then after is Alaska 737-800s. From there, and then in the Hawaiian A321neo, an Alaska 737 MAX 9, an Alaska 737 MAX 9, an Alaska 737-900, an Alaska 737-800, and an Alaska 737-900. We'll move on to the cargo terminals. At our Mary Flight section, we just got our usual BE90s or 99s. There you go. Oh yeah, at the Horizon Maintenance Center, let's include that today. I don't see anything inside, but I do see an ERJ-175 right next to it. Continue snooping down towards the cargo terminals. I don't see anything besides a FedEx ATR 72. And there's our Hawaiian A330 and the Alaska 737 MAX 8. And behind the buildings, I thought I saw earlier. Yep, there they are. A couple of FedEx tails for both 767s. For now, we don't have much going on. I'll be pulling up air traffic control audio right now, and we'll be getting that in. We'll get the show on the way. having a slight bit of troubles with the air traffic control audio right now. So as I'm trying to work to fix that bug, we have a PC-12 that just landed from the Seattle BFI, or the Boeing field. We'll get off of that. I just heard engine go off, which will be the A321 going to Charlotte. Down the runway right now, the Delta is 737-800 going to Atlanta, lining up. Also, I just remembered, next week we'll be getting small microphones, so for those who cannot hear my voice while I'm plane spotting during the show, or anytime during any show, then you'll be able to hear my voice a lot more clear, because we're getting new podcast mics. We're getting small microphones and we're getting podcast mics. And I'll be starting my second part of my channel, which will be the Portland Flights News, which I've stopped putting news onto my posts and we'll be changing it into videos now. Videos and podcasts. So next week that will be starting. Another aircraft departing, and this one will be an Alaska 737 MAX 9. That one will be going to Orlando. currently don't have any aircraft coming in, but we do have, I can show you in the meantime a bit of our surrounding areas of Portland. The main surrounding areas that we can see currently would just be the radio towers. Good news for those who are getting bored right now for just staring at the same place. We have a couple of aircraft that are currently preparing for departure. A whole bunch of them just popped up on the radar, which includes the Horizon Airlines retro livery going to Boise, and Alaska Horizon ERJ-175 going to Tucson, another ERJ-175 for Alaska Horizon going to Spokane, and Alaska 737 MAX 9 going to Los Angeles. And if you guys just saw earlier, then we just had a United 737-800 that will be going to Chicago. We'll change up the views and we'll go look across the river to Vancouver and the barge that's currently moving down the river right now. More aircraft just popped up will be in American Eagle, operated by SkyWest for CRJ 700, going to Los Angeles, and in 737-900 going to Honolulu. Another one just popped up, which will be 737 MAX 8 going to Santa Ana. And another American 737-800 flight just popped up going to Dallas. We have a Southwest 737 MAX 8 be preparing for arrival into Portland. More Alaskas popping up, which will be in the RG-175 going to Albuquerque, capital of Mexico, or New Mexico, and ERG-175 for Alaska Sky West going to Reno, or Redno. Which, unfortunately, most of these flights are on the other side, which will be going off runway 28 left. We're on the Marine Drive one, which is runway 28 right, so we can only be so far seeing the United. And maybe a couple Alaskas that'll be coming this way. Other flight information, the A321neo going to JFK is pushing back. The Alaska 737 MAX 8 is now starting to push back. And United will be preparing for departure in just a little bit. More coming up, which will be an Alaska 737-900 going to Kalahalui. Another one going to... I just lost it. Another one going to Los Angeles, which is a 737-900. Here we have another Alaska pushing back. United is now lining up on the runway. We'll get to the United just about now. They'll be going to Chicago. Chicago O'Hare, not Chicago Midway. There goes the United off to Chicago. Now I have a lot of pushbacks that just happen all at the same time. There goes the Delta A321neo going to John F. Kennedy or to New York. And the Southwest is just lined up for final approach. And we have some other lights blinking nearby, and that'll be a United A320 that'll be getting pulled to its gate. And now the Delta ERJ-175 just pushed back, and that'll be going to Seattle. There goes the Horizon Air retro livery going to Boise. I haven't heard anything on the air traffic control audio yet, so I don't know what's going on. That's the Southwest. Now here we have an Alaska 737-900. That'll be taxiing, departing off of runway 28 left. Speaking of which, I just got an update for the microphones. We will not just be getting microphones, we will be getting more new radios, which will give us live air traffic coverage, which I have to use my phone for live air traffic coverage. Before I keep telling you about that, I'm first trying to figure out why is the Delta slanted on the runway. First, here goes the ERJ 175 or the CRJ 700 to LA. That, and I'm trying to figure out why is the Delta slanted right now. Looks like they straightened themselves out, but it was slanted and facing directly at our camera just earlier. We have quite a line on runway 28 left right now. Here goes the Delta ERJ 175 to Seattle. Here we have a Delta, not Delta. Here we have a United 737 MAX 9. It is the new United 737 MAX 9, the one that was delivered to United from the Boeing field just 2 weeks ago. The first flight for that United came from the Boeing field here to Portland, straight to the United Airlines hangar. And now it's doing its first passenger flight to Houston. as we'll be in a little bit, just wrapping up. We'll be getting our last flights here at Portland. I apologize for not saying anything. I was trying to figure out the air traffic control bug, why it's not working. Still haven't figured anything out through that. But here we have an ERJ-175 coming in from Seattle for Alaska Horizon. And we'll be getting the last bits of our remaining aircraft that are currently taxiing or just pushed back. Bobbing a little bit, bobbing and weaving slightly during the landing for that ERJ-175. There is the United 737 MAX 9, the first passenger flight off to Houston after it was delivered to United from the Boeing field 2 weeks ago. There goes the United. We'll be just catching our remaining departing flights from both runway 28 left and right, and the remaining ones that I just pushed back. The rest of the aircrafts from here are just all Alaskan Airlines. Here comes an Alaska 737 MAX 9 that will be going to Anchorage. There goes the Alaska flight off to Anchorage. And next we have an Alaska 737-900. That'll be going to San Francisco. We'll be getting our last two flights after this, which will be Alaska 737 MAX 9 going to Philadelphia, and I think after that will be an ERG 175 going to Seattle. A little bit of a scuffle over here. And there's a 737 MAX 8, not MAX 9. That'll be going to Philadelphia. we'll get our last aircraft right here, and we'll have to end the show from that point. This last aircraft will be an Alaska 737-900ER going to Phoenix. That was our last aircraft, and we'll have to end the show there. As always, I want to thank everyone for watching this show with me here at Portland Flights. We'll wait for the motorcycle to go by. I want to thank everyone for watching this show with me here on Portland Flights. And one thing I love to say is that please subscribe to this channel. It helps me a lot. It helps bring name to Portland, which I currently have 3 to 4 channels which I know currently operate from here out of Portland for YouTube. I'll be one of the 5th, and I'm willing to grow and bring name to Portland, along with give you guys some news of what's going around in the aviation world. And if you guys are new to this channel, I highly recommend sharing this out, hitting that like button, and giving me some views. And we will be having a lot of new updates within this channel. This is just the start of it. We're getting new microphones so you guys can hear my voice better. We'll be with those microphones. I'll be getting the second part of this channel started off with, and a lot more still to come. But as of right now, that's what I know. I want to thank you guys for joining Portland Flights today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you next week back here in Portland.